Are you a fan of Millie Bobby Brown, but can't find her on social media? Well, there's a reason for that. Millie Bobby Brown has skyrocketed in fame due to her role in Stranger Things, but this hasn't been a wholly positive experience for her. In this video, we're taking a look at why Millie Bobby Brown stopped using social media.
I feel like sometimes I get judged by the way I speak.
Social media pages. If you've recently watched Millie Bobby Brown acting in some role, you might have had an inkling to follow her online to watch what she does next. Well, that will prove to be a bit difficult, and this is because she has just 2 social media accounts, her Facebook and Instagram pages. But the catch with those pages is that it isn't really Millie who's running things behind the scenes. All the posts that go up on those pages are handled by her team. The reason behind why this is the case is truly heartbreaking, and it mostly has to do with the vast amounts of negative reception she has received online. It's not like she has done some insanely bad things during her career, which might have kickstarted the negative campaigns against her. It's just that she grew too famous too fast. When a young person gets too much fame, the people following them tend to get a bit jealous, and they showcase this jealousy by sending rude messages online. But there's still a way that she communicates with her fans, so let's talk about that next, shall we? Sole avenue of communication.
You have to show more respect for others. No matter who they are, what they do, show respect.
Interestingly enough, acting is not the only thing that Millie Bobby Brown does. She's involved in a lot of different things, which we'll dive a bit deeper into later on in the video. But for now, you need to know that she has her own skincare company as well. It's called Florence by Mills, and the website of the company has an area where someone with access can put up blog posts. This is the avenue that has been chosen by Millie to talk with her fans, and she often puts up updates about herself and her company, so she hasn't completely abandoned her fans, which is nice of her. Since she's been targeted so relentlessly online, she has chosen to speak about it publicly in several interviews, one of which happened quite recently. Speaking out about getting hate online.
And I just wish people were more respectful. Still trying to navigate this all, and it's still overwhelming.
Since Millie is always busy with one project or another, she consequently has to do a lot of promotion as well. One form of this promotion is appearing on the cover of magazines and talking about the exciting things going on in her life. She was recently on the cover of Allure magazine, and during the interview they had with her, she talked about how she coped with the constant barrage of messages she received while growing up as an actress. One of the most striking things she said was it was hard to get hated on when you don't know who you are yet. She said that she would try to be one person one day and would get hate for it. Then she would try to change her personality due to this hate, but that change would just inspire hate from another faction of her fans. In summation, it proved very hard for her to please her fans. If you can spot where she was going wrong, you are already plenty of steps ahead of her, because it took her a long time to realize her mistakes. Real quick, if you're enjoying this video thus far, be sure to drop a like, it would be immensely appreciated. Growing as a person.
That's such a big thing to say. I mean,
right.
I know what's going to change my life, but that's probably like a new...
After she tried several times to change herself, it finally clicked in her head that pleasing fans was not the way to live her life. She said that as she grew up, she realized that you don't need to be what they want. There were many people surrounding her that helped her get this revelation, and some of those people included her friends and family. You can imagine just how hard it must have been for her to grow up, surrounded by fans and not knowing the right way to act in front of them. Luckily, she has elevated herself above all this, which is why she's involved in so many things these days. Considering her accomplishments.
As long as, you have those 3 main factors, you're going to find your passion. It can be anything.
Speaking of her accomplishments, she's not only currently acting, but is also attending an online university called Purdue University, where she's getting a human services degree. Not only that, she's also writing 2 screenplays alongside her sister, and is also running her own skincare company that we already talked about. Making money is not the only thing she's interested in, because she's also the Goodwill Ambassador for UNICEF, which is a huge accomplishment for someone of her age. All this goes to show that when she left social media, she found her true purpose in life, and there's nothing fans could say to her now that would deter her from this purpose. These were some of the details of why Millie stopped using social media. There's no telling whether she'll ever return, but it seems really unlikely. That brings us to the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss out on future videos. If you enjoyed the content, then do leave a like. So until next time, take care and goodbye.